Hello everyone, and welcome to another vlog with Lindsay and I. And Lindsay, how is your second semester going so far?
My semester is going pretty great so far, but I have to admit I am very excited for spring break to be approaching on us pretty quickly here within the next 2 weeks. I definitely could use a break and some de-stressing and stuff from all my classes.
Definitely. So in this vlog, that's kind of what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on what you can do over spring break to kind of relax and kind of get revved up for the last part of the semester, and also not breaking the bank over spring break, because that can be a problem as well. So I know you're going to talk to somebody from the Counseling and Testing Center.
In addition to that, we're also talking to someone in the Counseling and Testing Center on ways to de-stress if you're not going somewhere. In addition, how to kind of rejuvenate your body from classes and kind of unplug from all your technology and just kind of take a break and maybe start a routine of maybe exercising, getting more sleep, eating better, something like that. Spring break is a great time to start a routine.
And then also we're going to talk to Amanda, who's the coordinator of the It Makes Sense program. And so that'll be good as well, so that she can give you some tips on making sure you stay on the cheap side over spring break. Maybe if you're going out of town, how to save on gas or save on, the groceries that you're going to buy.
How to not break your bank,
Yes, totally not, so that you don't come back after spring break and you're spring broke. So we don't want that. So let's get started and give you some tips here on spring break.
As you can manage stress, sometimes I'm sure that students have heard some of the basics, but I want to reiterate them because they're pretty foundational and important. Students can benefit from or can reduce stress by engaging in regular self-care. So what that can look like depends on the person, of course, but some basics are getting enough sleep. So since spring break, sometimes what students will do is just catch up on sleep, which you can kind of do, but that doesn't mean getting 12 hours of sleep a day plus naps necessarily. That can actually have a negative effect on your energy level, on your mood, that type of thing. So getting just more regular sleep, a regular amount around a regular time can be helpful. Simple things like hydration and nutrition. Sometimes that goes by the wayside when we're really stressed, we're not sleeping enough, we're not eating or drinking very well. Then getting outside. Luckily, we've been blessed with some amazing weather lately. That'll change. But connecting with the sunshine. Vitamin D can go a long way, and so getting outside and out of a classroom is really helpful. I would also say that establishing a schedule of some kind, that may sound counterintuitive because students are always on a schedule, but during spring break is an opportunity to maybe start trying to develop a habit that you've been trying to do. So our relaxation room is a really lovely, warm and cozy, dimly lit room right off of our waiting room, and students don't need an appointment, they don't need to be a client, they just need to be a student to utilize it. There are 3 really comfortable armchairs in there. Some inserts for relaxation, or for the massage chair inserts, if someone wants to use that. Most students come in, and because it's dimly lit and nice and quiet, they sometimes take naps. We do have blankets and pillows in there too. A lot of students listen to music. And that's when they might utilize some of our applications, for example, and do some deep breathing or look at some peaceful imagery. We also have biofeedback available. A clinician can help a student utilize that service. But what's great about it is you can just walk in. There are 3 chairs, and so sometimes we're full. That happens, but most of the time a student can come in and leave. So some of our groups are already started, and a lot of them are still open, and we also have some groups that are specific to the second half of the semester, so that's something I definitely wanted to mention, because we know that that's sometimes when the demand upticks, and when students could really utilize a regular therapeutic contact and some help with building skills. For example, we offer a stress management group that runs just the second half of the semester. That'll be Friday afternoons. And then we also have a drop-in meditation group called Free Your Mind Fridays. And so it's Friday over the noon hour. And then we'll also have a couple of other groups that are starting for the second half of the semester, and students can find all that information on our website and connect with our front office for scheduling a visit with the facilitators if that's even needed. We also will have some academic skills workshops that are specific to the second half of the semester. So if students come back from spring break refreshed but are stressed out because they have more projects and finals coming up and they're struggling academically, our academic skills specialist specifically puts on some workshops for the latter half of the semester to help with that.
So if you have some free time over spring break and you want to try out one of those groups starting the second half of the spring semester, the Counseling and Testing Center is open and has full hours throughout the whole week of spring break. In addition, the Relaxation Room will be open, and I'm sure it won't be too busy since a lot of people will be on spring break, so that'd be also a great time to go and try that out if you are interested.
Yeah, because sometimes over spring break you're staying in the La Crosse area and you just want somewhere else to go other than your house, and you still want to relax though. We'll go over there and relax and just take a day off, so to speak. So
yeah.
Also we want to go and now talk to Amanda from the It Makes Sense program and see a little bit about how not to break the bank over spring break, okay? So then you can all come back with money in your bank accounts when we come back from spring break.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, It Makes Sense. We're the financial literacy office here at UWL. There's actually just 2 in the state. Us and UW-Madison has their own as well. And so, yeah, we are a free service. We're here to help students, make choices on student loans, which ones are right for them, paying them back, saving, budgeting, job offers. I mean, just all kinds of things that have a financial component to it. Basically, we want students to plan for spring break. So putting any money away or knowing exactly where their destination is and what things will cost, getting a head start is really the best advice we have. And making it automatic. So if you have a certain set amount that you need to save weekly or monthly, to even just have that pulled out, direct deposit and put right into your savings. It's really right around the corner. So I feel that if you haven't made plans already to start saving, it could be a little late. But yeah, it's so much, cost effective to travel in a group, to drive, share, lodging or a hotel, and just keeping costs in mind in general. Some of the things that we like to let students know, to protect their money is actually letting your bank servicer know that you're going somewhere. So when you're, if you're swiping or charging, that it's not blocked. Your line of credit isn't blocked or flagged as fraud. Also, maybe just having a bit of cash on you in case you run into any trouble and you don't have an ATM or something that you can get to.
So now that you kind of know a little bit about the Counseling and Testing Center, as well as the It Makes Sense program from Amanda, you can kind of look at your spring break and see how you're going to save money and how you're going to relax now and make some of those plans that you've been waiting to make.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've kind of prepared you for a spring break now. So next week we're going to interact with all of you and ask and find out what your plans are for spring break. So stay tuned and check your email next Wednesday.